lose. Solskjaer somehow manages to make the news. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, in the words of Nnamdi Ekugba. Well, he said that I won't change how I manage. That's what he said in response
fans
to...
will not be too pleased by that.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's, Jamie Carragher's comments after United were defeated over the weekend. Now, he said Carragher suggested that Man United boss Solskjaer was not at the level of other managers towards the top of the Premier League. Now, that's a bit scathing for me when I heard that. If I was Solskjaer, I would be, I would be quite disappointed, hearing a former player say that about
former
me.
Teammate,
it makes it even worse.
Yeah.
It does make it even worse to hear that from a former teammate, but that doesn't go without saying that Solskjaer doesn't have or hasn't put himself in that position to be criticized. Well, he shrugged off, anyway, criticisms of his managerial abilities from Jamie Carragher, like we said, by saying he will not change his coaching style. David, before we go on a break, which we've got in not so distant time, let's take what Carragher said. I mean, is there any truth to what he said, that he's got to change it to be able to get away from all of the criticisms and the bad patch that he's in at this point in time? If that's true, what does he have to do, or what changes does he have to effect to make him get away from the criticisms and make Manchester United be what many, especially this season, expect them to be?
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been in way over his head for what, 2 years plus. And it seems anytime he becomes at risk of being fired, he then starts churning out good.
The results.
It's almost like an abusive.
I fear for Liverpool this weekend.
It's almost like an abusive relationship, or what this Igbo rat. We call it Nkape. So he's biting, he's biting. But when you're about to wake up, starts blowing you breeze, so that you feel good. So I feel like that's what he's doing with Manchester United. The truth of the matter is, I really support the notion that his managerial abilities are not quite up to scratch. And for a team...
Is it because of the results? I mean, take away the results. I mean, he's starting 11, man management abilities and all that. I mean, if the results don't come...
Now, if you are going to hold the manager to account, there are different things, or different metrics. Now, as far as man management is concerned, the majority of players will tell you he's not that bad. Tactics wise, he's not exactly that great too, and in-game management is almost non-existent with Ole. So on that count, you are looking at what, 1/3, not exactly a great score. And you find that in matches where United outstrips the opponents 3-1, Ole is usually the only weak link, because they have a great squad now. I've always been a proponent of the notion that United are money misroad in football for me, because they have this so much money and they think that money is all there is to solving problems in football. That is away from the issue though, because Ole is like the Achilles heel. I mean, you are looking at their squad, you can't see any obvious weaknesses aside the coach. And this is the ample opportunity for the guy to step up, but you just get the feeling that this is one task too heavy
for him to carry,
because other coaches, I mean, he has to pay his dues. This is about his third job in management. He managed Cardiff at a point, then became coach of Mulder, then Manchester United. It was a big leap, one too big for him. And I honestly think that from this point, if he does not perform, it will have serious ramifications for not just him but his career. Because who is going to take him on the job now that he's flunked at Manchester United? I mean, at the highest level, of course.
Okay.
And it's hard to get used to fufu when you are used to eating.
I don't know what analogy that is, or what example you're trying to make.
The analogy.
But let's talk about...
Anyways, you do get the point.
I don't. I absolutely don't get the point.
Wow.
I don't see who relates fufu and whatever it is you're saying to football. It makes
So you can't relate fufu with jollof rice.
I'm as clueless as which animal is most clueless. I don't know.
Fufu is not exactly luxury, you know.
I know. But let's talk about this. I have all the clues when it comes to this particular one. It's all about the UEFA Champions League. We're off on a break very, very soon. But games currently ongoing. Club Brugge in Group A being pummeled by Manchester City by 4-0. City away from home. The last time I checked, João Cancelo, Aymeric Laporte, and Riyad Mahrez had gotten on the score sheet. And guess what? It's now Palmer who's gotten the 4th goal for Manchester City. So
Christian Palmer.
Actually, Cancelo, Mahrez, who scored via the penalty, and Kyle Walker, not Laporte. Laporte didn't get on the score sheet. Cancelo, Mahrez, Walker, and now Palmer have all scored for Manchester City away from home. They lead by 4-0. In the other game currently ongoing, Besiktas more like, losing at home 1-3. Sebastian Coates scored for the away side. He scored twice. And Pablo Sarabia also scored for the away side. There's a comfortable lead for the Portuguese side away from home in Turkey in Besiktas. We'll talk more about the other games that are to come. Hopefully we have enough time, but we're off on a break now. Paris Saint-Germain will take on RB Leipzig. Atletico Madrid will take on Liverpool. Porto take on Milan. That's AC Milan. Ajax take on Dortmund. Inter take on Sheriff Tiraspol. And Real Madrid are away at Shakhtar Donetsk. This is Game On 99.3 Nigeria Info. Samuel Victor Akman alongside David Okora. We'll be right back very, very shortly.